Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. November 8th, midterm elections here in the US of A. Market got volatile today. We're gonna look at that. FTX, Binance. I think Binance bought FTX. FTX was in big trouble though. Sam Friedman, I think, is out of money. I don't know what's going on, but there's some liquidations, it seems like, happening, and liquidity crisis potentially. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. Here's our Twitter at HappyMoneyYT, and our Discord server link for those are in the description. Nothing but children and sharing gifts, but I partake. Man, the futures were crazy today. I did some crazy futures swings. It was wild. If you watched yesterday, we were up, I think, 2,200 on unrealized gains. Unrealized being the word. That's why in my premieres, if you watch the YouTube premieres when I release these, I usually put a poll and I ask if you've realized gains, because unrealized to realized is basically from having it to not having it. And so I didn't have it, and my big gains was on natural gas, which dumped. We're gonna look at that shortly. SPY, I did realize gains on that, so that was good. I was still bullish on it. Coming today, I've been expecting volatility. My tweet yesterday with the video was volatile week. Not quite this much. This was, I think, from crypto and FTX and Binance. But from midterms, and if we have this bear market rally continuing, and what's going on with that. So yesterday I went long once we got that hourly crossover green over the 9 and our bullish MACD, because I was still bullish on the daily here. Daily momentum, this looked like it was just testing this low. I went back long there, and I think we had 4 contracts, so I think I closed those out yesterday, and then I started scaling in. I got one last night, I think, before bed, and then I bought another one in the morning long, because this thing just held up nice. I missed this crazy weird dip. I got one like here, so not much of a deal, but got another one actually right here on this candle, and then I think I got like 2 more here. So I had 4 micros for this rally, which was nice. That was what was that? I think that was like I don't know, we'll have to look at the history. $400 or $500. Anyways, I closed them out. I closed them out here actually, and then reopened them here. Wasn't too sure. This was just consolidation. I wasn't sure if it's reversing, but engulfing candle more or less, and then it just consolidated. So reopened here on that break, and then closed them out here, right about here. So overall in that move, I think it was closer to like $800 or $900, just in 4 micros. Actually, and I might have even done 5. I think I did 5 on this move. I added 1 to it just as my confidence is increasing and I'm more comfortable holding. Yeah, I want to add to it. So did 5, which ends up being, I think, just over 100,000 in leverage. And then closed out here and just watched this basically, and watched it. And then it retested this. I was either going to go long if it broke it, and I wasn't planning on going short just because my longer time frames were bullish and I didn't want to fight the trend that I see is going on. But once I saw this candle, I didn't hear any news, but I saw this big candle, I saw some more volume, and I thought there's some news going on. So I actually went short right here once it broke this low. So I went short here, and I actually went short with a full-on mini. So /ES, not a micro mini. So one micro is a tenth of a mini, so basically 10 micros is a mini. So I was doing 4 micros here and then 5 micros here, so half, and then I went with a full short mini here for this run down, which was wild. By the time I was here, around here, was like $1,400 up from just this move, which was a pretty big move. I closed it here for like 1,200 or maybe 1,100, and then actually I had to order stop limit on those 5 micros I went long on back here. And the way it works is if I have a stop limit, but then I end up closing the position, that stop limit order is still there. So it was an order to sell 5 micros. And I think my price was like right here, somewhere right around here, from back here, because I wanted to basically break even stop loss. But I'd closed it manually, and it was so far down the order book because I was having it show filled orders. It's kind of confusing. I was having it show filled orders, so I didn't see if there was an open order. And I've actually done this one other time. Thankfully, I was at my computer, and so I saw, oh, it just opened up an order that I had for a stop limit. But at any rate, I had no orders open that I thought, and all my positions were closed, and I actually stepped away. After this bounce, I'd realized a lot. Stepped by the computer, came back, and we were right here. And I had 5 micros short that opened up somewhere up here. And then they were up like $500 by the time I got down here. So I closed those, got a lucky automated trade that also worked in the end there. But yeah, now I'm not going to show filled orders before I walk away from a computer or anything. I'm going to make sure all of my filled, I can see any open orders, because it doesn't cancel it out, which is kind of annoying. So if I close an order or close a position, it doesn't cancel out my stop limit on it, at least with this just browser power e-trade. So I have to manually close then the stop limit order, or it will open that up whatever way it is once it triggers. But at any rate, yeah, so I don't even know. I think at least probably $2,000 back today just in those futures with this volatility, which was wild. I didn't go back long. I kind of just left this alone, and I'm not too sure what I want to do with the possible liquidation and Binance buying FTX, and it's a lot of uncertainty to me. I do still see bullishness, but I'm gonna kind of chill and see how election goes a little bit. Very well could be buying futures again in the after hours, but we'll see. On the hourly here, let's see, 330. Yeah, it looks like we'll get this engulfing green candle. Could be setting up a little head and shoulders. On Discord, I was calling out this rally actually, and where did we even start today? Yeah, I thought if we broke this, I didn't have any resistance till 385, and I said 385, and I wasn't even sure if we were gonna get there today, but yeah, we did. We just melted up there, so this was a really nice move. And then it hit 385, kind of rejected it. That's when I closed, and then it came back up to retest it, and since it didn't break, it's a double top. But then this move was, FTX news came out earlier, but I don't think it wasn't really taking effect. I don't think they'll hear, unless there was some other news also. But I think the main thing is crypto and Sam Friedman and all that. We're getting a big bounce out of here. Again, I'm still bullish, but there is some uncertainty, and I think there might be more coming out after hours, more news on what's going on. GME kind of moved with that too. I mean, shook up a lot of crypto exposure, stocks, really just a lot of the stock market in general got a big flush from that to the downside. Where was that on GME? 1325. Yeah, right here. So this whole drop here was right here on GME. Came down, and I had this line drawn. Remember, I said 24. I'd look for support on there. Today, it did bounce on that. We'll see if it holds for the rest of the week. To me, this is kind of like we can go below it, but anytime we've gone below it, it's been a pretty big spring out of it. But it doesn't mean it always will do that. This is kind of a big level. But if you see when you go below it, volume's picking up, and it's just getting volatile, and basically a lot of demand down there. SPY's continuing to go up. Yeah, I'm fine just sitting on my hands for now on that. So yeah, basically if there's 24 breaks, I'd be looking for kind of that 22.5 support, 22 in there, and then if that goes, probably just like 2019 range down here where this support was. I actually did go long on more shares on my IRA today. Before that big drop, just somewhere yeah, actually right here, we were cross back bullish on the hourly, green over the night, bullish MACD. We did have this little divergence too, which I wasn't holding too much weight on because I don't on the shorter time frames, but it's okay. I'm gonna hold through it for now for sure, but yeah, if it comes down here, I think we'll see. It might not. This support we just hit at 24 might have been the one. It seems like SPY is, let's see, I don't know, it's crazy. That's a volatile moves on SPY. Yeah, so let me show you guys the trades basically. Oh, that okay, yeah. So yesterday, remember those 2,200 in unrealized gains on UNG. I think UNG ripped. So to me, it's going to be bullish coming into the winter. Regardless, there's an energy crisis going on, especially in Europe, and I think this was somewhat of a technical move here. And then news came out actually, end of this day, Friday, sometime over the weekend. News. Well, it's just a headline. I don't know. I was just looking through here. And it was just talking about a colder winter. Natural gas rises to a 6-week high as forecasters see colder temperatures on the way. So I don't know if that's why or not, but that's all I was really seeing as a reason for this gap up, because it gapped up big. If you recall, I guess that was Monday. Big gap up, which I should have taken profits on it in hindsight. I guess to me it's a commodity, and I'm not expecting it to move crazy one way and the other way like a equity that's being day traded. So yeah, and yesterday actually I saw it happening, it plummeting while I was doing the premiere of the video. I'm like, what's going on? I saw this candle. I'm like, oh shoot. I looked for news, couldn't find any. But yeah, so this was, I think it would have been fine if that news didn't come out, because it was basically just consolidating and finding a support. So I think today could have been consolidation, more rip if not. But that was a sell-off, I believe, from this news of where was it? Proposed market correction mechanism. Yeah, on Monday, no way to create price cap. Gas price cap is requested. No, it wasn't that. It was oh, I took it out. Oh yeah, right here. UK Prime Minister Sunak to strike gas deal with US to ease energy crisis. So striking a deal with the US for European natural gas, and that would decrease demand in this space, I believe. So I think that's where we saw that crash, and then into after hours kept going. So I actually ended up stopping out for a small gain on this. Even though it's a commodity, this thing's trading so volatile, it makes sense to just trade it and take profits. The market is really favoring kind of quicker trading with all this volatility and taking profits. Just being in a bear market and being so volatile. Look at this thing move. Holy, this is crazy. 30 minutes to close. So yeah, so then it came back down, I think, from that news. I'm still bullish on it for every other reason I was before, basically. If nothing else, just the chart is still bullish to me. So I actually went back long. Oh, before that, actually, let's see. I think I averaged down. Yeah, I averaged down somewhere in here. Sometime I averaged down, and then I stopped out for a small gain on them. So I actually had 2 contracts on it, or averaged up, I guess. But yeah, I went long right here. If I caught it sooner, I would have on this engulfing, but I actually went long like right here before it hit VWAP on 1 contract on natural gas, and I will probably add 1 more contract once we flip bullish back here on the MACD on the hourly. So it kind of broke through this support. I was hoping it was hold up here, but did find support. Looks like down here, like that 20 range, just below 20. So we'll see. I'm thinking it'll probably continue to rise, and I'm just waiting for more confirmation on the hourly time frame, like we got right here, or right here actually. Green over the 9, bullish MACD crossover. Yeah, so that might take a day or 2. I'm not sure, but I will be adding 1 more contract for that at that point. And on S&P, I guess I went over the moves on that for the scalps. I ended up doing. Me moving up here with it. But yeah, I ended up realizing a lot of gains today. So here's my 1 natural gas I'm left with. You can't really, so with futures, it takes like 2 days, I guess, to show up, at least on this brokerage, or like a day or 2 to show what's going on. So I think my tuition to learn futures has mostly been paid back, meaning the amount I lost in the first month doing this, I think I've climbed out of that hole, and I think I'll know by tomorrow. I would have been out of it today and positive a bunch, but yeah, I didn't take profits on LNG. Not expecting different news volatilities to happen, but yeah, the way I traded SPY today, I'm stoked on it. I feel like it's, yeah, running the bigger mini S&P futures is it's kind of crazy. It's 200,000, I think, in, pretty sure, yeah, it's 200,000 in leverage or margin. So you've got to have a stomach for it if it goes against you, if you're hold with conviction, or if you're gonna cut losses, those losses can get big quick. So yeah, here they are. So there's the natural gas that closed, and then there's the micro. There's other natural gas that closed. Oh, and then I actually had a little flip on oil today. I shorted it, but I ended up closing that. And then here's the micros. I did that rally up. And then here's the minis. Oh, I went long on the mini. I thought I just went short on them. Oh, okay, so that second leg up on SPY was actually mini and not a micro. And then I did another mini on the way down, sold short, bought to cover. So this was from 3861.25 to 3853.75 on the mini. So that was probably the big move. That was like 1100. Or no, it was this one, sorry. 3853.75 to 3832.75. Yeah, it was that one because that was the short and then the closing. Yeah, and then those. I don't think I did anything on. Yeah, I did nothing on the options today, which is good. My GME calls this week. Probably I was gonna close them today for a big loss, but AMC has earnings and market's volatile, so we could get a big rally tomorrow on it. Like I don't see why not. At least something. We just bounced off that support pretty good. If AMC has some sort of rally from its earnings for some reason, then GME could be a sympathy to that. Most likely we'll close them tomorrow since they are just weeklies. And yeah, that's what I got. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on Discord. Peace out.